Shalom, shalom. Mm, 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 mm. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Okay, I hear perfectly. Let me just check something to make sure we good. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the other apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. Almighty Shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth in the same spirit, Lord willing as a whole that you continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwaf, the sisters of his faith and his truth. Lord willing, you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Really just flowing through the spirit. Title came to mind, Shalom, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barakatah. Consume the word and stay on watch. The duty of the elect, time is running out. And this came to mind because the things that's going on in the world, this is the time that you want to consume the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So this lesson is really truly circled around Martha and Mary. Did a couple lessons on it, but we're going to deal with always trying to consume the word, which the elect of Israel are not casual listeners, right? The elect are commanded to eat, drink, and digest the word because this word is our life. This is your way of life. The brother Yarmayan was saying, because, just got done with the gym, that the more you stay occupied and moving, moving, always moving, always being diligent, you can find yourself not being idled. You can find yourself not falling into sin or sin or temptation. Just like the apostles always say, work out. And that allows you to have a breath of fresh air, time away from your family, your children, right? And you get to clear your mind as a man. I don't know what you women is doing, but for you brothers and even you other believers, try to consume the word as much as you can by hearing brothers teach this word, let alone getting into your scriptures. If you have questions, you mark it, and you sisters should be going to your husbands, you single sisters should be right in these videos, consuming it up, because you're battling the flesh and you're battling the things that's in this world on the left-hand side. So this is Luke. We're really circled around verse 39, but we're going to read from 38 to 42. This is Luke, the 10th chapter, verse 38. Now it came to pass as they went that he entered into a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Yahushai's feet and heard his word. But Martha was cumbered about much serving, and came to him and said, Lord, doest thou not care that my sister have left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. And Yahushai answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about many things, but one thing is needful, and Mary have chosen that good part, which shall not be taken away from her. Right? The good part is hearing the word, but you're learning the word under the feet of the Son of the Most High, right? You're learning this word at the feet of Yahushai. That's the most important thing, even though Martha as a woman shown the attribute of caring for the house. And then you got the men of the Lord, let me serve. So that's still a good lot, but you have salvation right in front of you, right? You sisters, the number one thing for you in this ministry is playing your role. But we're going to go to another precept that I'm going to use to align 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter, to know your main focus is to play your role as a wife, as a mother, and even as a sister, if it, come to play, how you present yourself, right? But mainly for believers is consuming the word so that you don't feel like you're caught off guard when things unravel, right? So let me get this First Corinthians before I get that precept. First Corinthians, the 7th chapter. And I'm going to read verse 29, and then I'm going to shoot down and read 31 to 35. So this is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth, that both they that have wives be as though they had none. So you brothers that have a wife or you have wives, you need to be moving like you ain't got none. And even for you women that are wives or a wife, you need to understand that this man's number one focus should be Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You don't come first. Truly, you last. It don't matter if she first, second, or third. You come last. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahushai is first. And you want a man that's fully dedicated to the Lord, because then you get to look, this man want to take me places that no man in my life or even my father want to take me, because the goal is the kingdom. Okay? So brothers, you gotta be moving like you don't got a wife. Why? Because you should be stay consuming the word of the Lord, or dishing it out, feeding it to the sheep. 31, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. This world pass away. So use the world, but don't abuse it, right? Trying to be like, oh, I want to be like them. I want to do what they do. Man, use the world like the benefits, the things that you can get that's not stemming you away from unrighteousness or anything that's making you be idle. Some of us put entertainment, enjoyment, excitement before Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You got some brothers that's going to do something with their wife because they trying to get them out their emotions and feelings. They trying to make them feel comfort, make them feel love. And some of us do it before we perform for the Lord. Any woman that's okay with that, right? She off. Okay. But of course, you don't want to deal with a damn scorpion and a lion, but you as a man, grow some balls and put order in your house. Nothing comes before Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And a real woman, a real daughter of Zion is going to know Yahweh by Shem Yahushai come before. Let alone a man's mental, dealing with this, the word, teaching, and ordering his house. That's a lot on a man different than what you have to deal with. Because this man has to stay as a soldier for Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. He has to create himself or ask the Lord to build him up as a stoic. Truly, a man is a stoic. A woman can be a replication or an imitation of that, but a true stoic is a man. He has a lot on his plate, okay? So really, food stamps, cash assistance, use the world, don't abuse it. And other things too. I know you got common sense to know. But I would have you without carefulness. He that is unmarried care for the things that belongeth to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is why even Paul said it's better for a man not to touch a woman. Why? Because a man can fully dedicate his life, his time, his mind to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But what? How he may please Yahweh Shem Yahushai, but he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife. Now the brother got to do Proverbs 11. He got to have a balance in his house because he got a wife or he got wives and he got children, right? But still, verse 29 is still full in effect. Not all brothers' house is the same. But if you have a house that's in order, your wife fully has to know Yahweh Shem Yahushai come first. Okay? It's not no, let's lay up all day, all night. You live with your wife. You see her every day. Okay? I'm trying to be face to face with Yahushai. I'm trying to be one with the Lord. My women can't get me one with the Lord. She takes off the heat. She comforts you. Right? Soothe you. She looking good. She put a smile on your face. Other than that, it's not the same as what's going on in this ministry. Right? Let's get verse 34. There's a difference also between a wife and a virgin. The unmarried woman cares for the things of Yahweh Shem Yahushai because she's not possessed by a man. This is why your daughters should be raised up working on how to be a woman, how to be a wife, cooking and cleaning. either for her father, say if it's only the daughter and the mother, right? You should be training your daughter on how to cook, how to make this, how to do that. You're teaching. When you go into school, oh no, they're too young, but you sending them to school with no surveillance. You just send them to school to strangers. But when you at home, oh, they're at home, let's just be comfortable. No, you can't take it easy because you have to put in a mindset. What if you were here for 20 more years and they become an adult? You are the one that's supposed to prepare them for the world. Teach your daughter how to be a wife by knowing how to cook and clean, how to wash clothes, how to clean a damn room, okay? That's why a single woman can dedicate more time to the Lord, right? Let alone she can build herself up to be prepared to be a wife. But what it say? It says, do they care for the things, Lord, that she may be holy both in body and spirit. But she, come on, that's amazing because she's a virgin. But she that is married care for the things of the world, how she may please her husband, right? The things of the world. And it's not, yeah, of course, it's taking care of her man, but then she's thinking about other things. Let's travel. Oh, the TV shows, all this other extra stuff that pertains to the world and pleasing her husband. Oh, the PlayStation. Oh, let me do this. Let me do that. But then, say if we go back to the law and the order of things, a woman that is a wife and she's thinking on how she act, her attitude, right? A woman being a loving and silent, now she's actually doing the work of the Lord too, because she's thinking of scriptures. She's thinking on what the Lord say how a woman's supposed to go. So while you being married, you're trying to play your role what the Lord says. Now you got some that might put aside their role and worried about pleasing. Let me get everything that he wants, even though you still doing good. But most of y'all might get swallowed up in that and be drowned up in that pleasure instead of incorporating Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in your life. That's why it's really better on this side to actually be single, right? But it's not a sin because Paul even says, in this I speak for your own profit, not that I may cast a snare upon you, a trap, but for that which is comely, and that ye may attend upon Yahweh Shemashai without distractions. This is the whole point for men and women. Don't be distracted too much on this side with shit of this world. Be distracted and occupied in the things of Yahweh Shemashai so you can get the fuck out of here, so that you can overcome the things that's about to come. Because kissing and hugging, making love in that damn bed chamber, that's not going to protect you in Jacob's trouble. Famine or word, the MOTB. That is a reliever. As soon as you get done making that sweet love, you're back into reality. You can roll right over, play the game, roll right over, put a movie, roll right over, brother. You could do a lesson. A lot of that affection is just for that moment. You go to sleep, wake up, then it's the next day. The weekend is over, now you back at work. The number one thing that everybody has to know, each day that passed, each week that passed, each month that passed, each year that passed, you're getting closer to the coming of Yahweh Shai. So what should you be doing? Doing what Mary did, hearing the word, consuming it. What we just read about Paul, right? You don't want no distractions, right? Dedicate yourself to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai so that you can transcend, get beamed up. That's the whole point of the thumbnail in the screen. The main objective is to get to transcend or translate, to get beamed up, to be lifted up by Hamashiach Yahushai, right? If you're not aiming for that, then truly you wasting your time, right? So let's get Jeremiah, the 15th chapter, in verse 16, right? You want to consume the word each lesson. If you get distracted and children, hey, let's not make excuses. You can pause that and then make time for yourself and get in there. Some of us make ourselves distracted and then we make, how you make yourself distracted and then you make excuses? Take accountability. You know what? I wasn't really, I wasn't in the spirit to hear the word. Take accountability. We still in the flesh. But that's supposed to reevaluate yourself. Damn, all day, did I even listen to a lesson? Sometimes it's even me. I got lessons on watch later that I just keep, and I already watched it. I keep it in the chamber because I know I'm human. My mind, I might lose a precept. Even writing down breakdowns. right? Because it's sometimes I might have to go back to that and go back to those precepts, go back to that lesson. Sometimes if you don't see, like some of you women are married and you're trying to hear the word, hey, go back to an old lesson. You are still a female. Go back to an old lesson. You're not going to master the breakdown so you could teach it. You really are trying to master your faith as a woman. Go listen to that same breakdown again. Increase your faith, right? Go watch that lesson dealing with women. Go watch that lesson about multiple wives. Go watch that lesson on ain't no sisterhood in this truth. Go watch those things to sharpen yourself. Because what if you come across building with a sister? You should perform no jealousy. That is a woman that eventually is going to need a covering, right? Build yourself up to be a reflection of what it says in the scriptures as a man, as a woman, as a prophet, as a wife. So Jeremiah 15 verse 16, and it reads, let me start. I'll start at verse 10, but the main point is verse 15. It says, woe is me, my mother, that thou hast borne me a man of strife and a man of contention to the whole earth. I have neither lent on usury, nor men have lent to me on usury, yet every one of them doeth curse me. Yahweh said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil, and in the time of affliction. Shall iron break the northern iron and the steel? Thy substance and thy treasures will I give to the spoil without price, that for all thy sins and even in all thy borders, and I will make thee to pass with thy enemies into a land which thou knowest not. For a fire is kindled in my anger, which shall burn upon you. O Yahweh, thou knowest, and remember me, and visit me, and revenge me of my persecutors. Take me not away in thy long sufferings. Know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke. Right? Hey, the Lord is visiting us, and the Lord is going to avenge us. Just like that parable in the gospel, the Lord shall avenge his elect. And you elect need to stay occupied in hearing this word, because how are you going to be ready for what's to come? So the prophet had to consume the doctrine. Wait, Salaki. Jeremiah 15:16, it shows that the word is not surface level inspiration. It must be internalized, right? For the word to be inspiring into you, like it says in 2 Timothy 3:16, the word, these words are inspired by the Lord for doctrine and for correction. Everything you learn, you're supposed to bring it internally. To be a new man internally. Like your car. I might clean on the outside, but people sitting in the car. Is the internal of my car clean? So you're supposed to have this word internally in you. Like right now, I still got to do an update lesson on digital currency, the MOTB, where the system is about to change, right? This same system is just like Rome. It fell because of money, economics. Are you stayed ready? Right? Jacob trouble about to be severe. Get your mind ready. Okay? Let's get Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1 and 3. Moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest. Eat this roll and go speak unto the house of Israel. Ezekiel is symbolic to the prophets, the apostles, the prophets, evangelists. We must eat this roll. We must devour it. 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, verse 4. Swallow down my soul understanding and devour wisdom. Right? So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat the roll. And he said unto me, son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey of sweetness. Brothers, you should be devouring this sweetness. This wisdom, knowledge, understanding is sweet. Not splendor, but it's sweet. It's honey. It's raw. Right? You got the good, you got the bad. When you go to Revelations, the 10th chapter, I believe like the 11th verse, When John the Revelator, the same thing, ate the roll, the scroll, it was bitter and sweet. It was sweet and bitter, right? The immortality, right? The kingdom, spiritual powers, right? The glorious body, so on and so on. And the bitter is the affliction, the tribulation, the suffering, right? The loss of family, right? Because some of your family and your friends is not going to cleave in this truth. Oh, well, the Lord didn't choose them. Worry about yourself. Worry about those that surround you, as in your children, right? For you women, you really worried about yourself and your children, and you want to be a comfort motivation towards your husband, because you can't teach him shit. Okay? Now, if he's learning and he's correcting himself and he's getting corrected, he's supposed to be a light beacon for you and them children to continue to play your role. Okay? So the prophet had to consume the doctrine before they could speak or act. Before we teach you, the men of the Lord need to consume it and then tell you the message. Just like you women, something can happen. Maybe say nothing do happen, and a brother is edifying his household. Like I had to speak to my household in the spirit. First lady, and then my other first lady, second lady, whatever you want to say, right? That speaking about jealousy. Even though nobody's having a problem, you want to speak those things because these women and these children need to know it's all about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The women, you are playing the back role, and if you believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you got to hear the raw and the ugly, right? Women need to understand that men love women. Get that out your head now, move that aside, and build your faith into Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Look at the Heavenly Father. He has many lovers, really speaking about the elect. Men, women, and children. Look what the Lord, he bringing people in this truth. You not the only one serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You're not the only daughter of Zion. Brother, you are not the only man of the Lord. It's 144,000 men of the Lord. Then you got the other men of the Lord that are not teachers, but they're lords in their household. You're not the only one, sis. You're not the only one, brother. Okay? So eat it up. Right? So brothers, you got to eat. You got to eat before you teach. What did he tell Peter? Feed my sheep. But you're going to feed when you actually understand what's going on, man. Because the understanding is the oil. That's what makes you shine. Right? I'm going to go to Luke 4:4. Same thing being said in Matthew, the 4th chapter. Luke 4:4. Let me get that. It says, and Yahushua answered him, saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High. Are you living by the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai? Living is the action. Living is not just a thought. Living is an action. Are you making actions in your life? I'm a believer. Let somebody bring some shit out and then you don't agree. Right? I shouldn't be jealous over my brother. I should not be jealous of Yarmayan because he a captain. I can't be jealous how a brother moved because that's emulation. I can't get in the kingdom. I got to rebuke that spirit and then make a change. Because when you come in this truth, it's about changing. It's about growing. You can't be dealing with the same shit you're dealing with in the world. We are in this truth. That's why like the Yarmayan was speaking today. When the scriptures say, search the old path. You men and you women need to search the old path. Go look at the righteous women. They wasn't bickering and arguing or jealous over each other. Now, you have moments when it did happen, but we have to have the fear of the Lord that attitude ain't making it in the kingdom. The same with your children. Don't let your children just have free will to do whatever they want. This is why children walk over you. Like, for me, I'm not about to let my children just grab my phone. I'm not going to lie to you. You better ask and then deal with me saying no. Things that belong to me, them children better learn how to, hey, can I use this? Because you got to teach your children. Your children is not your friend. That's the whole point of learning in these scriptures. Consume it, apply it. Consume it, apply it. Be a doer. Being a doer is not being a hearer. Being a doer is making actions. Okay? To be a father, you have to make action. Father is a title, but is your action matching the title? Yahushua matched the title of a sacrifice because he did it. God did. Yahushua did it, man. Okay? So the elect survive spiritually by doctrine, not emotions, not hype, not popularity. It's doctrine over brotherhood. It's doctrine over fatherhood. It's doctrine over motherhood. Because how can you know how to be a father or a mother without the doctrine? The world teach you, oh, love your children. Yeah, but you know what the Lord, how the Lord said it, it trumps all of that. This is how we be better wives, better husbands, better brothers, better sisters, by going in the word. A lot of y'all try to master your own life by your own damn self. Most women want to master their life. Oh, I'm a female. I know how female is. I don't give two pickles if you do. But what does the scripture say? Are you really consuming the word? Because if you consuming it, you deal with everything in your life from good, bad, finance, everything go back into the word, man. Okay? Doctrine is spiritual nourishment. Without it, you starve. Without it, you can't survive. There's a lot of you mofos that's hungry. Okay? This truth is not optional knowledge. I'm about to take a week break. You taking a week break, you're not of the elect. The elect want to get the hell up out of here. It is spiritual food for the elect. Let's get Hebrews, the 5th chapter. Are you eating? I'm hungry, babe. You know? Did you get your spiritual food today? Did you get your spiritual protein? That's crazy. I'm going over this, and I just was asked about did I get my protein shake before I left the gym? I mean, when I went into the gym. This is Hebrews, the 5th chapter, verse 13 and 14. Actually, let me get that 11. Let me get that 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High, and are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. Hey, even you sisters, you have to be taught again how to be a woman, so that when you get daughters, you could teach them. Stop. Oh, this is what my grandmother taught. I love your grandmother. We love her too. We love Granny May May. But it's all about going back to the counsel of the Lord. He the one that taught us. He the one that made you female and male. He the one that made the idea of a father and a mother. He the one that made the idea of a husband and a wife. So we got to go to how the Lord wants this to run, so that we can teach our children raw and complete doctrine. Okay? Children talking back to their parents, their mom, their father, their grandmother, right? You got to nip that in the butt, because we are supposed to teach them so that they can grow up and be the reflection of what we already put before them. If your child is doing some shit that you don't do, then now you got to go back to the drawing board and be like, how can you nip that in the butt? Going back to the counsel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? Verse 13. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. A lot of us are babes. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, spiritually, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. Because you could be in here for a year and be fluent in the scriptures and understanding more than somebody that been in here for 10 years. What is it? That means you dedicate, you had a delight, you were eating, you were consuming this word. You can't just sit here and think Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar, Apostle Rimlob, Elder Amawan Gabar, the elder from South Carolina, Zion, from Buffalo, New York, Niagara Falls. All these elders, the brothers from Mississippi. You think that just fell on their lap? You have to be dedicated, right? Like when you eat in a meal, right? When it come to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you try to make sure you don't miss a meal. Right? This is why brothers put on the notifications on YouTube, so that they can get that notification of reading a lesson, hearing a lesson. Okay? The elect must move past milk and grow in understanding. First, speaking to you men that want to be a teacher. Like I had to tell the one elder, ain't saying his name, like you should be pulling up to camp. If you got if you try to hurry up and tell, oh no, that's not the name, oh no, that's the breakdown, and then somebody switch and say a precept you don't even know or understand. Some of y'all just come to the table with precepts on your mind, and you got to be ready for somebody to use this type of precept. This is why coming to camp, this is why coming around brothers that have been slicing the sword, it helps you to be able to look at every angle, right? Because somebody, you could be telling them about Hebrew, the name, this is the real name, and that's the real name, and you don't even know how to go to the alphabet. Somebody that saying the wrong name could go to the alphabet and say this, and if you can't see the mistake they making with the alphabet, you're like, nah, see, I ain't on that level with the alphabet, but I know the real name is this. You're supposed to defend the gospel, and your studying, you being a student, is going to bring forth that effort to back up and defend the actual truth. If you not in this thing to defend the gospel, shut up. Worry about building yourself in fear and trembling. Some of y'all are not meant to be on the battlefield, but you, secretly, man, I'm cutting these Christians. Why is you secretly trying to be in the battlefield, but when it comes to brothers going to the highways and byways, you nowhere around? You haven't been battle tested. Shut up. Okay? Man. Be dedicated just hearing the word. Just hear the word. Oh man, brother, I'm trying to wait until I can break down scriptures to come out the camp. That's a bad spirit to have. Jeremiah was young as hell, and the Lord was going to use him to teach. Oh, but I'm only young. The Lord didn't care about no age. When the Lord send you to go out and teach, he going to send you out. And you grow from there. What did we just speak on in Hebrews, the 5th chapter, verse 13 and 14? The elect must move past milk and grow in understanding. Some of these camps is still in school. They haven't graduated to high school or got to college, got their bachelor's when it comes to the scriptures. It's not about boasting. How is the spirit moving you? The spirit is not moving you. I have more than you. No, your work is going to show the value of your work. How valuable you are to the team. It's not just because Michael Jordan was making 60 points. It was showing every game he was performing. He wasn't being late. Okay, I got 5 wins. You know what? Let's take a break for the 6th. No, he was always coming to work. Kobe, he going to practice. And if you ain't practicing, you ain't coming to practice, or you slacking in practice, when we go to the game, you getting the ball last. Because if you practicing weak because it's only practice, how can I take you serious in the game? Then I pass it to you in the game and you airborne. You should have took practice serious. Okay? This word, when you come in to shoot, this is not no game, man. This is Amos, the 8th chapter, verse 11. It said, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shemashai power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Right? It's going to be a lot of family members that's going to be trying to call you to hear or look for this word, but they didn't take this time now. But if they do find you and the spirit hits you to actually say something or edify them, hey, that's the mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But truly, you want to get this thing now. That's why I'm saying, any brother that know this truth and know brothers out there laboring, and you not trying to be battle tested, say if you like, man, one day I'm going to actually teach this word, and you ain't trying to be battle tested coming out to camp, that helps you understand being in season, out of season. That helps you understand how to deal with things, how to get precepts, let alone it helps you deal with order. Brothers afraid of order. It don't matter what age you is. Oh, because I'm an older, I don't want to do this. But I can't stand on my back too long. My back. It's a lot of young brothers my age, and on my back. But you'll see them at work. You see them at a business trip or a vacation with their wife, and they standing up all the damn time, and they might do the same motherfucking complaining. But do it for the Lord. You know, other brothers that's laboring got health problems, back problems, knee problem, and still going out. It's no excuses. Are you consuming the word? And if you consuming it, are you applying it? Are you walking it? You make a mistake, are you hurried up to rebuke it and then fix it the next day, the next week, the next month? Then you might slip again. Get back on the horse. Just because you failed don't mean you can't get your ass back up. Right? You in this thing to sharpen yourself like a pencil. Right? We supposed to come out here to be sharp, because it's about to be a famine of this word soon. Brothers ain't going to be able to link up soon. Okay? So the famine is already here through the spirit. Only the elect are being fed. A lot of Jake and these camps want to feed everybody. This is only about the elect. Truly through the spirit, it's a famine. Your family not clicking to it, stop trying to bring up the truth unless they're showing that they want to learn. Oh man, cousin, you eating pork, man. Leave that alone. Try to have meet them at their own level, and sometimes you might have to have worldly conversations. If you don't want to deal with worldly conversation, stay the fuck away from them, man. It's a lot. Oh man, if you at work and you working on the Shabbat and you ain't rebuking your boss, nigga, you is an idiot. Supposed to be at peace with all men. You supposed to keep the Lord business separate from this world. You got to provide. The Lord is not saying, look, we're in a different time than the apostles, the disciples, where they left their jobs. We were in a fallen away estate. Now you living in these houses. You can't going to do tabernacle, doing all these other things. It's not how it was back then. So you got to do the best that you can. But guess what? With the lunar Shabbat, it changed all the dang time. I don't run this captivity. I run my house, but let alone you don't even run that shit either. Okay? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved. The few are those that are consuming the word daily, which is the elect. Right? If you're not moving like the elect, what I just said is not for you. If you're not moving like the elect, have confidence of the elect, move like the elect, have that thought, man, I'm the hopeful elect, Lord willing, because you're hoping to be. But what is your movement? If a woman say, hey, Lord willing, we are the elect, you should be watching yourself. Right? Hey, if a woman saying, Lord willing, we the hopeful elect, maybe you look like you the elect. Hey, we actually might be. If any one of us calling ourselves the elect, you should be looking at the attributes you bring. If any man in here is saying something about the elect and you jealous of a brother's position, I'm sorry, you're not even the hopeful elect. You know, because you still dealing with jealousy, still got proudness in you. You're still lazy. This brother saying, hey, Lord willing, I'm 144,000 and ain't even stepped nowhere on the corner. Or they was on the corner and then walked away. Oh, man, Lord willing, I'm a hopeful elect, babe. Or some sisters, hey, Lord willing, we the hopeful elect. And that sister don't know how to shut up. I had to remove myself from having communication with certain sisters as they might be dealing with certain things. But then it comes to like, say a point come out and then you thinking about you bringing out scriptures and the woman can't even shut up. Can't shut up. Can't be like, oh, you know what? Oh man, I know what the scriptures say, but I can't remember them. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let me bring out this precept. And shutting up. When a word come out, a real woman of faith is going to shut the hell up. This is why some people get unread. This is why we stop talking to some of y'all. Because some of you women don't know how to shut up and play your role. When you're trying to get corrected, you trying to be combative, trying to battle, trying to argue back and forth. Man, we bringing out the scriptures to show something that's greater than myself and you. If you can't go down to that, I'm sorry, you're not working towards the elect. You're not consuming what you heard. You're not consuming what you read. That's the difference between us and the people in the world. We're trying to live what we're reading. Oh, how do you know that's real? Because I'm living it. Okay? To be the elect is to live it, right? The kingdom is within you. Luke, the 17th chapter. If the kingdom is within you, you're supposed to be living this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Yamayan, certain things happen. When you go into a stoic, lately for the past 2 days, stoic. Little things that I think about that I had problems with in the world. Money lower, this and that and that and that. I would think, Sam and Yarmaya always say this, da-da-da-da. All this shit gonna burn. Being a stoic is still staying in character. That's a real actor. Because you know some movies, at the end of some funny movies, they have bloopers. In this world, you have bloopers, but you have to know how to maintain and discipline yourself. Don't get out of character. The Edomite boss act a certain way. I see my brother be ready to smack fire out of niggas at work. And guess what? He walk away, he go pray, and come back and still be and then come tell me, man, this motherfucker. And guess what? As soon as he tell me, guess what? I'm throwing up curses. But for a brother to hold his temple, his spirit, and have discipline, that is a form of a stoic, man. Okay? You paid your bill. I only got 15. Oh, I want to step outside. No, you don't got enough bread to go out. Stop trying to go out. You don't even got enough funds to even go down the street. This is why we stressing so much, because we want to be like everybody. You want to do what everybody doing, and some of y'all not just happy with the shit you got. You know? We supposed to be actors. Real actors. Denzel ain't got nothing on The Elect. You supposed to be acting your role in this thing. Right? Perform as of The Elect. Literally. Salaki, y'all. So again, the few are those consuming the word daily. Right? Did you get your daily dose? The elect must always be on watch, aware. You know, in the hood, you always looking over your shoulder. Hey, somebody looking? No, you looking over your shoulder. You hear people in the other room trying to hear what they saying. Trying to be nosy, and then you hear something, and then you get in your feelings. I'm sorry. Working on the elect, sometimes you got to, sometimes you might hear something that somebody's saying, and they didn't even tell you, or they telling somebody else. You be like, damn, man, why they say that? And guess what? That shows that you're not on that level. You know? Some of y'all can't handle the heat on this side, man. Literally. So, consuming doctrine is not enough. You must remain alert. The enemy never sleeps. That's Proverbs, the 4th chapter, verse 16. They can't rest until they make somebody fall. That's a damn demon. If they can't get no sleep until they make somebody fall, you have to know you're being watched. The more you come in this truth, brothers and sisters, you being watched. Social media, your phone. Look, my wife got me this other phone. Anything you search, the algorithm, this computer, it's clocking the shit you watch. What you looking at? You go on Facebook, you go on Instagram, whatever you keep liking, clicking, or even on YouTube, you go to another app. That algorithm is gonna come back. It might be something you was watching. You was looking at clothes. Clothes might pop up. You thinking about booty or sex or whatever you seeing. Guess what? It's gonna pop up. You being watched, man. Even more when you come in this truth, right? Matthew 24 verse 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour the Lord doeth come. Okay? Always be on watch. Always be alert. Doesn't matter if you're around your auntie, your grandmother, your cousin, your favorite. No, always be on watch. Even watching what your family members is doing. It's certain things I might see family or friends do, and through the spirit, I get a freaking cringe. And it's alert, like, man, these niggas is not woke. Half the time when I'm chilling with people I know in the world, my mind is still stayed on the Lord. Like, man, this nigga don't really know. Oh, man, I used to do that, man. I'm glad the Lord saved me. I'm having a whole conversation in my mind. Hey, yo, bro, how you doing, man? I still see you teaching. I'm like, yeah, man, I am. And then in my mind, yo, one day you're going to realize. I got homies that be like, yo, one day I'm going to actually be standing out there with y'all. When? You know? Some of y'all get around worldly people, and you ain't even thinking about the Lord. You know, the Lord be showing us things in the spirit, man. Truly be showing us things in the spirit. So watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come, right? We don't know when he coming. This is even more why we try to stay alert. Hold on, let me fix this. Salaki, y'all, I gotta fix this. Salaki. Okay, so being on watch means watching world events, you know, popping, going into the news, watching yourself. That means examining yourself, 1 Corinthians 13:5, watching doctrine, right? Me watching apostles, just the other day watching the elder, Elder Amawan. I was watching him. Wait, no. GMS. Yeah, Elder Yashawamba. Watching him, got multiple lessons in the arsenal, especially with the serpent, the beast. What's the recent one that I just watched? Right? And I'm just using this as an example. You know, y'all should be finding the days and time for you. It's lessons I have to rewatch again. right? Let me make sure. This like, he's not the only one, but mainly a lot of his videos that's being dropped, I'm watching them. Okay. So when he did this one, and I'm using this as an example, there's no excuses for none of us. Tensions between the Jews, Samaria, and the Samaritans in history you must know, right? I wanted to add this more in my arsenal, even if I know or if I don't know, knowing about the southern northern kingdom, knowing about the split, knowing about who is the Samaritans that actually came into the land, the heathens, okay? The Revelation 19, the vision of the Messiah, victory. Watch that, but I had to save that in my arsenal, which when I go to settings and on the YouTube, I go to my watch videos. You know, this is what it just said, man. To be a watcher is watching the doctrine. And it don't mean you watch one breakdown, you forget it. Like, it's brothers that's a beast with precept, knowing 50, 60 precepts, which is good. Shalai, you can't hang that over nobody. But if you really believe in this word and you actually know what is being said, that's what matters. Okay? Whatever the skills or talent the Lord gave you, he gave you that. My talent is speaking and teaching. I mean, talking, really, just talking. I'm not a person that has every precept. If I go into a certain lesson, sometimes I have to go look at 2 precepts. Maybe I might have one precept in mind, and then the other ones I'm looking for, because I might not know it by heart. But at the end of the day, do I understand it? That's the whole point. Do you understand? Do you believe it? Okay. So, GMS Revelations, the 6th chapter breakdown, right there. Watch it. That's the doctrine. Okay. Dinosaurs, the behemoth, the Leviathan. I never really did a lesson on the Leviathan or the behemoth or dinosaurs. That's Apostle Rumlop. Got to get in there. GMS, ancient wine. Stop putting things before Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Brothers that got wives, women that got husbands. Guess what? That's in my watch later. And I already watched that lesson. These is lessons you're going to keep watching over and over again. What this one right here, the classic, GMS, behold, I come quickly. What is that? Reincarnation is biblical, proving King Solomon was Yahweh Shai. Right? I'm constantly watching that over and over again. Right? Hey, it might be some of y'all that's watching me that got some of the videos in your arsenal, in your playlist. You should be doing that. So if you dealing with certain things, or if you like, man, the head, or you know, he or the brother, he haven't did a lesson in a minute. You know what? I really want to hear a lesson he got. You know what? Let me put some of his lessons that's really inspiring to me. Something that really hit me. Something I'm dealing with. Something I've been thinking about. Put it in your arsenal and watch it. Okay, that's somebody that's being a watcher, right? So there, let me quote Matthew 24:42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doeth come. Being on watch means watching world events, watching yourself, watching doctrine, watching deception. What we seen Genesis do, what we seen Gorilla. Brothers ain't being a bully. We not here to make a brother cry. We rebuking the bullshit, rebuking the sin, rebuking the wickedness. And guess what? You got to check. What is it? These scriptures is made for correction, rebuke. Now that you got that rebuke, sharpen yourself up, come back, get neat, and get back on your not on your high horse, get back on the wagon. Put your foot on the gas. Deception from Esau, the other nations, and our own people. We're not only just getting on the other nations. We're not only getting on Jake that's in the world. We're not only getting on the pastors, the deacons of these churches. Man, we're getting even on Jake that's claiming the truth. If you, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, Yahuwah, Yeshua, guess what? You getting a strong rebuke. It doesn't mean we hate you. We just showing that love. Brother, sharpen up, tighten up. That's not that name. Hey, go watch this video. I'm going to do my own research. No, brother, you ain't even watching this video to get this understanding. You trying to do your own. The Lord didn't set us up to do our own. Okay? You search the scriptures that's brought up. You go search the websites brothers brought up. And you go look at every detail brothers brought up so you could be persuaded, wait, is this man bullshitting or he telling the truth? Okay? That's how you analyze what somebody brought up. You hear what they say, then you search them same scriptures that you seen them bring out, and then the scriptures you might have in mind, you go, man, why he didn't bring this out? Well, why he said this is the Hebrew, and he looked at this. You have to analyze. Shalom, Yahweh Shai Brakatah, right? So let's go to Luke, the 21st chapter. I already made this like about 50 minutes, so I'll try to, slow it down and then try to end it. I don't want to make it like too long because I know you, Jake, a lot of y'all got short attention span. But me, through the spirit, I really don't be caring. It got to come out. So this is Luke chapter 21, verse 34. And it says, and take heed to yourselves. Wait, hold on. Verse 33. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Sabak. Doctrine over brotherhood, because the words of Yahweh Shema Shai shall not pass away. This is what gets us in order. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts, your mind, be overcharged with savating and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. Stop taking care of your life. Just know that this is temporary. You paying rent is temporary. Eventually, in a minute, some of us are going to lose our job. In a minute, some of us might have to be removed from our houses. This is all temporary. Don't stay long. Like one of my child, man, when we was with HOY, we used to, go out for the feast days out of town, and we was living in like a mini mansion. He was like, man, that'd be fine. We had a house. I wish we did too. But then when you think about it, you gotta be making a bucket load of bread. Guess what? Then I had to reevaluate and let me look. I'm happy where I'm at. What I really want for expansion like that is in the kingdom. Because as soon as you start getting new shit, larger shit, sometimes a new spirit come along with that. Right? If my job is still paying me, the pay that is paying me, hey, I'm good. I'm going to still save. I'm going to use credit. I'm going to do whatever I got to do. But then you get a job that's paying way more. You got to think of other things that might come to play with that. Right? Mainly the things we doing on this site is paying bills, work, paying bills and work. And outside of paying bills and work, you working for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Don't have cares of this life. Everything is temporary. Okay, verse 35. For as a snare, a trap, shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, right? Your prayer is you begging. You should be begging the Lord always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Every day, every man and woman should be trying to make themselves worthy. You don't make yourself worthy on your fucking own. Excuse my French. I ain't speaking French. Just getting passionate. You do not become worthy on your own. It's always going back to square one, to the counsel of Yahweh Shem Shai. No woman, you cannot master you without going here. And if you don't know, you better go ask one of the men of the Lord to do a lesson on it. Because you can find how to be a wife, how to be a sister, right? How to be a believer in this thing. Okay? Stop trying to master it on your own. You don't, this flesh is not yours. It was created by the Heavenly Father. Your spirit not even yours. It belongs to the Heavenly Father. Everything belongs to him. So you're supposed to really, truly dedicate your whole life to him, because everything he have given, it was from him. You breathe air. It's some people that's handicapped. They can't even move their arm, their leg, and their foot. But you wake up, you're not paralyzed. You owe your life to him, man. We're really here to perfect ourselves. The elect are commanded to stay spiritually sober from doctrine, sober from the world, sober from laziness, Because when you start getting lazy, you start getting idle. Some of y'all get so insecure. You be on social media so much. Oh, that sister got this. Oh, I wish I had this. And then you keep telling, do I look pretty? Some of y'all women walking around asking the man every day, do I look pretty? Do I look pretty? You got women in the world getting butt jobs and then going on Instagram and showing their butt like, oh, I'm doing it for me. If you're doing it for you, take a picture on your phone. Don't post it. And get offended. If you doing it for you, why the hell you posting on social media? Because you want people to look at that ass. And some of you women got a whole husband. Some of you women got a whole man that you laying with. Oh, that's not my husband. That's my little fling. And you promoting yourself. Every time you do post a picture on social media, you're promoting yourself. You think most of us men care that you got a man? Some men is not in this truth and they don't care that you got, oh, why are you inboxing me this way? Guess what? You should not be posting yourself. I know with certain sisters that don't post at all. They're not getting a dick pic in a damn messenger. If a girl not posting, most women that's not even posting on social media, you're not getting a dude, hey, what's up? Hey, bet you some of you women that's not posting, you're not getting one of your husband's friends or brothers saying, hey, yo, I could treat you better than him. If that person never seen you post nothing, how would he hit you up? Literally. Social media is advertising you women, man. Stay sober from things of the world, man. You women that's in this truth, stop trying to be like a woman. Oh, because she got this. That's a woman in the world. What about a woman in the truth? She's investing. And you know what? I'd rather you try to imitate her instead of imitating a woman in the world. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, right? Which is basically be cautious, be alert, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So you got to know, Esau created things to devour you, to make you stem away from the Lord. You got things trying to pull you to the Lord, and you have things on the side that's trying to take you away from the Lord. If you're not evaluating that, this is why you lost in the sauce, and you don't even know what it tastes like. Only those not watching get devoured. Why do you think family members in your family going through certain things, health things? Even though it could be brothers in the truth going through health things, but they in the truth serving the Lord. We all got an expiration date. But those not serving the Lord, you got to look at that in a different lens. Bipolar issues. Some women got men coming and going in their life. Some women is gullible. And you getting a man that somewhat try to be honest with you. I don't care how many bodies you got, and then treat you like shit. Yes, technically, really, all men really care about your body count unless he OnlyFans or he in porn. Truly, men care about the body count, you know, because your legs should be hard to get to, you know. You want to be sober in this thing, right? You want to be watching. Because if you ain't watching, you get devoured, and then you insecure. Then you angry, you bipolar, you this and that. If you thinking about the world, if a girl that's jealous over another girl in this truth, you are committing a sin. You going off. You know? And that's an example why you women are weak. You are in the truth. This is why when you look at real brotherhood, I don't rub shit on another brother because he ain't got it. I might talk about what I got, but it's not about rubbing over him. Then that brother get to see, man, wow, that brother got shit in order, and I couldn't have, you know, because this girl was like this. The Lord gave me a different woman, then he's going to look like, you know what? It wasn't my lot to be married. But women want to hang something over your fucking head or hold on to something for so long, and then it brings animosity into your friendship or whatever it is. Brothers in this truth, we handle shit right there and then because the Lord raised us as men through the Spirit. Right? Stop consuming yourself with shit in the world. Stop consuming yourself with this westernized mindset. In the ancient world, this is why go seek your forefathers. If I'm seeking my forefathers, you're supposed to be seeking your foremothers. They didn't do the shit that we doing on this side, man. Okay? So the elect are not spectators. We are watchers. Speaking to you men. That's why the stuff that you hear me saying is because I observe, right? Social media, out my house, things I see in my house, right? We're watchmen, man. You're supposed to watch everything. Yo, it could be something I seen a child do in my house, and it could become a lesson for other people that have children. Somebody that, my house can be all peace, and somebody could be dealing with way worse. And I seen something on social media, I'm about to do a lesson on it. And it's not just only for the children that's not in my house. It's even for the children in my house to be like, man, you really lucky. The Lord blessed you. Gave you a man of the Lord that care for you, how about Shema Shai, to teach you, and you not running out these streets. My daughters is not outside twerking. for what I know. But I gotta do a lesson and be like, okay, they not twerking. But look, brothers, we gotta get our household in order. Our daughter shouldn't be out here fucking twerking. And if they is, then they ready to let it loose in that room. They ready to be given to a man of the Lord. That's is a whole lesson. You know? It's an eye-opener for women that's eventually cleaving to this truth. You have to throw away the things you learned in this world. This truth is not for entertainment, right? This is not, oh, this is fun. Through the spirit, we're having fun. But this is not for entertainment. This is a serious thing. Okay? This is life or death. Ezekiel 33, verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them for me. What is a warning? You're teaching. We're telling you, hey, this is how you're supposed to move. That's a warning. When you tell your children don't go in the middle of the street, you just taught them what not to do. You warn them. Now I caught your ass, or somebody told on your child and said, hey, your child, I just seen them. They ran in the street, and I know you don't really like your children in the street. Guess what? You about to get your ass whooped. Just like you women. Your husband might see something he don't like you doing, something that was either said, and he's going to tell you. Regardless, if you don't think it, if he don't like it, it doesn't matter. It's his desire. If it's his desire, yo, I don't want you doing that. Guess what? You're supposed to nip it in the butt. Yo, I'm sorry. You know what? Hey, because he runs it. He's a king. If a man don't want you doing some shit and he see it and he don't want it, you supposed to really work and not do it. Literally. Because then if you doing, man, I don't care what and you just doing it, guess what? You are a rebellious female. Literally. And it's the same. Yaramayan, he's the head. If he want brothers to deal with certain things in a different way, if the brother's like, yo, we got to have a council, we got to deal with certain things, we have to not bump up against him because that's order. And guess what? We going off. Unless the brother Yaramayan is teaching something wrong. He's moving wrongly, then we supposed to, instead of holding a grudge, instead of just letting it pass, disrespect the person, we got to get on his ass too. Okay? When you're giving a warning, that's somebody teaching you. And you're supposed to take heed to that teaching. So a watchman must see danger coming. Ezekiel 33 from the top. Okay? Warn the people. Teach them. Stand on doctrine, not fear. Regardless if somebody don't agree, somebody don't accept it, who cares? We not scared over here, right? If brothers don't like what we saying, don't watch. And don't bring out that shit you bringing out. Yo, it's so many Jake that will rebuke people in church or Jake that's in the world. But when it comes to the church, oh, brother, why y'all always rebuking people? Y'all is so simple. How you rebuking somebody that's not in the faith, but then you get upset that somebody in the faith is rebuking people that's in the faith because they taught or they said something wrong or they moving wrong. Make that make sense to you. Wasn't Yahushua correcting the Pharisees, the Sadducees that was going off? And they was claiming the truth. They were, oh, we doing the law. So you're supposed to do those that's in this walk and not in this walk. This Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. You can't watch without understanding prophecy and doctrine. That's the main key. To get that oil, to get understanding on what's being said in the scriptures, so that when that time comes, you have the understanding like, oh shit, it's the famine of the word. Like when that spirit comes, where's the famine of the word, brothers is gonna know. That spirit might hit Apostle Tahar, it might hit Apostle Gabar, or the Lord just might move naturally brothers from stop teaching on the highways and byways. Guess what? We gotta follow that order, right? Because soon as you get understanding, you get that oil. It's just like, it's like a second to nature. Okay. The last days are full of traps. Matthew 24:24. They'll show arise false Hamashiachs, false prophets. If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Only reason the elect are not deceived is doctrine. If it was possible. Why is it not possible? Because they're steadfast and unmovable. You can't remove the elect can't remove themselves. Only Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, can remove you as the elect. And if you're not a elect, you should be you should be scared like them little kids. They get beat up, they pee on themselves. You know? Soon as you start knowing the truth, you should be seeing, oh, I stopped cussing. Oh, I don't wear this. Okay, what else? You know, you're supposed to be changing in all forms, right? You got a woman coming to the truth and now she a rapper. How are you more of a rapper than being a wife? Literally, you know? You're supposed to be seeing growth. When you plant the seed and you water it, you wait a few days and then you see it start budding. Then you see a leaf. It's growing. It can't reverse. It's going to keep growing unless it's not getting fed, it's not in good soil. Then it's going to die. You're supposed to grow, and when you grow, you change from a baby tree to a big tree. And then each season, your leaves, they fall off and then they reproduce again. And it's just over and over again. But you're growing and growing and growing. You're never staying stagnant and you're never reversing. Now, I'm going to just quote this one, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 10 to 11. At one point, a lot of y'all didn't receive the love of truth, right? Loving the truth means studying, rehearsing, and defending it. Yarmayan was talking about, he was reading Romans. He went right through it. Then he got to read it again. I'm reading Revelations, and I'm constantly saying you got to try to give attendance to reading, right? Find yourself, you know what, let me read this chapter. Don't try to rush to read it just to say you read. Try to be able to read and feel like you took something, you learned something, because it all goes back to history, things in the past, or things that was said in the past that, Salaki, that's going to be fulfilled in the future. Sometimes I might read and a lesson come to pass, right? This right here is the blueprint to everything, you know? And it's some of us that is reading and that fully don't have understanding. You get understanding through the precepts. You just read a chapter. Do you understand what the chapter going into? But do you want understanding of the chapter? The understanding chapter is going to add precepts to the point that's going on in that chapter. Okay? Sirach, chapter 39, in verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies. That's a man of the Lord. Okay? That is the elect mindset, to be occupied in the prophecies. Luke, the 19th chapter, verse 13, that noble man, he came from afar to receive a kingdom. That kingdom is the elect. That noble man is Yahweh Shai. And he said, occupy till I come. You're occupying in the faith. You're occupying in the pound or the portion he have given you, and you're doubling up. When he returns, you doubled up. Like when you came in this truth, you were it was a seed planted. Now have you doubled that seed by planting? So when you show forth what was planted, you're going to show that this is what's sprouted. This is what's growing. You know, I could see brothers growing because of the excitement. When brothers go to camp, brothers is bringing out precepts. You got brothers being patient to bring it out. They not in a rush, right? Guess what? Brothers is growing. Brothers is growing the ability to be more patient. Brothers is growing in that ability to love brothers more. Brothers is growing on, like, you know, I know this brother dealing with this, or he been slacking. You know what? Let me go tell him. Instead of brothers having a past of not trusting brothers having missions or conversation in the back, but never say nothing. Then a month later, hey, yo, I'm feeling like this. Like, that's out of order. How you feel a certain way and you wait a month later to resolve it. No, we're supposed to get on it right there and then. Yahweh Shai was getting on it right there. He told Peter, you gonna deny me. He got right in there when this dude, but I love you. I love you. I love you. Guess what? You gonna deny me. He got right on it. Yo, one of y'all gonna betray me. He ain't even say the name, because if he would have said it, what if it didn't get fulfilled? But he still said it. That's how we gotta be. If none of y'all didn't commit a sin, hey, the first one, hey, you cast the first stone. They all looked, they dropped it because they committed sin. Then he told her, sin no more. He got on her ass, man. I know what you doing. Sin no more though. You gotta shake the hand right soon as you know what's happening. Asher, soon as you say something wrong in the doctrine, When he see you or he get on the phone, he gonna tell you, yo, bro, yo, the lesson was good, but it was this one point that you said. Now, don't delete the video. Just make a correction on that point. End all be all. Let's go do a lesson, correct that. It ain't a big deal. We still human. We all either gonna slip the tongue. Your mind might not be great. Guess what? You might have a brother on the side that love you so much that he gonna hurry up and tell you what it is, and then you gonna hurry up. That just gave you a thought of doing a lesson. Okay, so the elect are preserved, or the elect are promised deliverance and rulership. This is why brothers have a rulership mindset, because we see the promise. Brothers is speaking about ruling. Ruling is not being we're all holy and there's no servants. No, ruling is having people that you ruling over. You can't be a ruler if nobody is nobody your servant. The 2/3 coming back is not our servants, because all Israel gonna be free. They're just gonna be less than those that got the salvation on the side. The servants is the other nations. That's what they were created for. Deliverance, being saved, being taken from your enemies. Right? Go look at the thumbnail of this YouTube video. Right? Had to make a symbolic to, like, the chariots of the Lord is arriving to earth. We're about to have that soon. Yahushua about to come and get you. Yahushua about to come and get me. Tell your children, Yahushua gonna come and get you. Is either he coming and the missile's gonna drop on your ass, or the Lord coming to get you and beaming you up. Which one you want? You want the missile, or you want to get beamed up? Whatever one you choose, your action should be showing. I want to get nuked. Guess what? We see it every day. You want to get beamed up? Show yourself. Show the Lord you want to get beamed up. Your actions. Not just only, oh, I love you, Lord. Your actions show it. Okay, you know how many times through the mouth all of us said we love the Lord and he hear you? But even more, you know how it hits even more? When the action shows what the word is. Okay? Luke the 12th chapter, verse 37. We about to get out of here. Luke chapter 12, verse 37. Blessed are those servants whom Yahweh Shema Shai, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and I will come forth and serve them. Man, blesses that servant when the Lord return, he see you watching. But how much more before the Lord return, he's watching you. Are you watching while he watching you? He see you. He literally see you. Don't, I'm gonna wait for the Lord coming. I'm gonna show him I'm watching. No, you want to do it now. Right? Obey him in his absence. The Lord is absent. Spiritually, he's not, because he's here. Right? He's still living. But absent-wise, physical body on this earth, everybody know he's absent. Perform. Remember, we are actors. Perform your role. The scriptures is a script. Scriptures, this is a script. Every man and woman, you are a male, female. You have a script. If you become a wife, your script is different than women that are not wives. But that doesn't mean, oh, let me put my husband first. No, Yahweh Shema Shai is first. You should always show your faith, let alone in your marriage, you're applying the law. What pertains to the law that you're supposed to be fulfilling? Guess what? The Lord is watching. Are you acting? Are you performing? You don't perform one day and then I take a break. No, it's 7 days in a week, 30 days in a month, so-called 356 days in a year. You performing every day. Every day you're performing, man. Revelations 3:3. Revelations chapter 3, verse 3. Remember therefore how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. Hold fast to the doctrine. Hold fast to what you heard in each lesson and repent. Be sorry. Have a repenting spirit. If therefore thou shalt not watch, I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what hour I will come upon thee, because you're not watching. You're going in the doctrine. Even people in the world, the Lord coming like a thief, the Lord coming like a thief, but they're not watching the signs, because even though you might know that the Lord is coming like a thief, to watch is to prepare yourself. What do they say most likely when you deal with some camps? You got your bug out bag ready? If you bug out back, Jacob Trouble gonna be crazy. You're supposed to be spiritually ready, so when shit hit the fan, you're covered. Job, before Satan came to tempt him with the things he had or his body, he said, you put a wall of protection over him. Job 1:9. The elect are covered, but are you working to be covered? Right? To pay bills, you got to work. Oh, I want that car. You got to work for it. You got to grind. You got to, in order to go get it, you can't just say, let's go to the car dealership and let's go steal the car. You got to work to go get it. To get the kingdom, you got to work to get it. You got to suffer to get it. Yahweh Shai, to get his glory back. Lord, please give me the glory I had in the beginning with you. He had to work for it. He had to fulfill his Father's will on earth. That's crazy. Came lower than the angels, did what he had to deal with just to go back to get his glory. Come on, man. That's a beautiful example. Second Ezra chapter 2, verse 38. Rise up and stand. The number of thy children whom Yahweh Shema Shai have sealed. Right? Let me make sure it ain't no more meat on there. Again, 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 38. Rise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed for the feast of Yahweh Shem Shai, which is the marriage. Revelation 19:7. The bride is making herself ready. Right now, we're making ourselves ready to meet our bridegroom, Yahweh Shai. That's daily. That's not one time. That's not once a month. Every day, you're trying to make yourself ready. Hopefully, I'm making myself ready. Yeah, you hoping. But can you, if you could be a video game, or if you can make a video of you, can you look back at the video and see you doing anything to make yourself ready? Getting yourself ready is not just sitting there. Oh, let me just think about them. Even though that's good thinking about them, but what else is you doing? Okay? So it said, call halayim. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakodash. The water beloved, probably very edifying and humbling. Oh, hey, as long as you got edified, is all Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We're only an instrument being used like David. David is using a harp, but in order to make the sound, it's the instrument. Yahweh is using us, and we're the instrument that he's making the lovely song, which is each lesson, which is really going back to sound doctrine, surrounded around 100% truth. So only the sealed, those fed and watching, stand in that day. Okay? Sam Kai show Sam, I'm gonna just say Sam. Sam Kai? Sam Ka? Salaki, I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, so I'm gonna just say Sam. So the end closing points. Consume the word daily, guard the doctrine, stay spiritually awake, watch the times, and endure to the end. And always know St. John 6:63. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Okay? Let's get that point real quick. St. John chapter 6, verse 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, makes alive, or give life. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. So every lesson, especially for you brothers that's teaching, you have to know how very important it is to actually teach truth. Some of y'all say, ain't no 100% truth. Then if you got a Bible in your hand, do you believe that it's 100% truth in this word? Yes or no? If you say yes, then it's 100% truth out here. But who is teaching it? Because we see in Revelations 14, no guile came out of the 144,000. 100% truth. What was given to us in this word is 100% truth that has to be taught. Okay? So through the power and spirit of the Lord, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai makes you alive. You're living again. Like Pinocchio, I'm a real boy. You live again in Yahweh Shema Shai when you're given the Rakak Wadash. This is not something light. This is not, I'm better than you. Bro, we're all trying to get the same salvation. We're all trying to get the same kingdom. I ain't nothing. Okay? My talent is my talent. My gift is my gift that Yahweh Shema Shai gave me. But guess what? I'm getting the same salvation as you. I want to get beamed up, you get beamed up. What makes yours better? You gonna get beamed up, flipped around, swirled around? What if I'm getting beamed up, flipped around, swirled around? We're getting the same thing, brother. You know, when you go to the store, you buy some shoes and you come out, somebody got the same shoes as you. That's the same as the salvation. That's the same as the Savior. That's the same as the gold. That's the same as the rulers. That's the same as you having servants. You getting what I'm getting. Only thing though, what position is you? Is you part of the government, 144,000, or are you part of that great multitude, or the other part of the elect, the men that are not teachers and the women and the children? But guess what? Those that make it on this side are the elect. Those are the ones that obtain the salvation. So this is not a casual walk. This is survival. Literally, this is survival. Are you in that spiritual survival instinct? This is preparation. When you go into the Greek word, preparation means the act of preparing. When you go to the blue letter in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, where it says the feet of preparation, when you go into that word in the Greek, it means the act of preparing. So are you in the act of preparing for the coming of Yahweh Shai? Two of my brothers had dreams of the terror that's about to come. I've seen women on YouTube having dreams of the terror that's coming, right? Christians that don't even know what the heck going on having dreams of the terror that's coming. Are you in the act of preparing? This is for the elect of Israel only. This is why if you striving to be the elect through the Spirit, you should be putting the fear of the Lord in your children's mind. Like my brother Yarmayan, he'll sit his babies down and tell them about the Lord. When they be saying my youngest niece, one of my youngest niece, be speaking about seeing the Spirit in the house. And then come tell her dad, and he'll teach her like, hey, you got to say the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Anything happens, something don't work, my nieces is saying Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You got to ask yourself, is you doing the same thing? And that's a child. I got teenagers that, regardless, they under me, but is they having that same fire as that? Is they calling on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai? You have a dream. Are you excited? Is you still speaking about it? Is you thinking about it? It's brothers having dreams. It's women having dreams and still just sitting there like, oh man, it's about to get real. Are you growing? Right? So Lord willing, is edifying. Again, the title of this lesson is Consume the Word and Stay on Watch. The duty of the elect. Are you performing as the elect? Is your confidence is of the elect? Because the elect is showing out. Not showing out I'm better than you. They're showing out their lot so that they can be presented worthy in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The elect is not idle. The elect is not just sitting there, right? You trying to do the most, right? Try to do the most. Try to do the most. I seen them deaf brothers in GMS Holland. Them brothers was doing the most. Deaf and going on YouTube teaching the word, and brothers say, I got bills, I got to get my house in order, when I get a girl, then I'll do this. Oh wait, hold on, my job. You making excuses. It's brothers that's really deaf out here laying their life down for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and they deaf teaching that word going hard, and we over here making excuses. It's fourth quarter clutch. Fourth quarter clutch. So let's give all praises to the one true power that always makes it possible. Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah, Hakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well through the Spirit. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth in the same Spirit. Lord willing as a whole that y'all can continue in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwath, the sisters of this faith and this truth. Lord willing you continue to pursue your lot. Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. These lessons are only for the elect, and we shake the hand to Jake that's in the truth and Jake that's out the truth in all these wicked nations. If you feel some type of way, this is not the channel for you. This channel is not for entertainment. This is not about likes. This is about spiritual love and affection for the elect and building you up, edifying you, sharpening you up, because the worst is yet to come. Stop preparing for a good time. Prepare for the worst. The good time comes when Yahweh Shai arrives. But right now, we got to prepare for the worst. Prepare for the worst. Shalom, shalom, abad, abal.